Welcome back to World War II Jeep and Rifle. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the Denix Replica M3 grease gun from World War II. If you are into World War II impressions or a reenactor or just a collector, this is something you really ought to consider, and I am not being paid to say so. This replica has great detail, which I'll describe and show you. And when put side by side with a authentic M3 grease gun from the period, there are very few places where you can see the differences. First of all, this is the weight of this gun is about 8 pounds, and that is identical to the empty weight of a real grease gun. This the grease gun in general was designed by engineers from General Motors and the Inland Corporation as an alternative to the Thompson submachine gun, because the Thompson cost the U.S. government $250 at the time, whereas the resulting design here could be manufactured for about $20. So you could get about 10 of these guns versus a Thompson. It came with some drawbacks. The accuracy of this weapon, the reliability of this weapon were inferior to the Thompson, but it was lighter and cheaper, and and it was cheaper because it was made from stamped and pressed metal with spot welding and seam welding construction versus having a lot of precision machined parts. There are only basically a couple of precision machined parts inside of this weapon. The replica brings back a lot of the features of the real weapon, and this is not just a solid block of plastic. This is all metal construction replica. It has a functioning wire stock which can be retracted and put back in. It has a functioning dust cover / safety. It has a functioning charging mechanism, and you can release the block. It has a functioning magazine release and magazine. And as far as detail goes, the screw heads look like they're real screws. They don't look obviously fake. The welds, if you look very closely here, this seam weld, you can see the beading on it. That is really, really good. And if you look at an M3, authentic M3, you'll see very similar features that, unless you are looking really close and you can see where the metal casting is, you couldn't tell the difference. And when I've taken this display to events, people will very cautiously ask, "Hey, can I touch that?" And when they hold it, they feel how heavy it is. They're like, "Wow, is this thing real?" So this is a great addition to any collection if you're into this kind of stuff. I will say that as far as drawbacks go, it's a little too black. The coloration should show more metal. That's my opinion. Apart from that, given how much detail it's got, and when you've set it side by side with a real M3, I give this replica 5 stars out of 5. So anyway, I hope you guys learned something, got something out of this video. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep showing you more.